Well, this explains why the soldiers can't kill them. They're legitimately not cutting off any limbs. That's like their actual problem. Is despite the fact that multiple characters, logs, and gameplay prompts told me to cut off their limbs like 5 different times, the soldiers never picked up on that part. Shoot, this looked like a boss fight arena. I cut a leg off? That's weird, I aimed for the shoulders the whole time. The whole advantage of the line gun is that you don't have to, wait to get to its back. You can just shoot straight through its shoulders and it will do damage. I can sell that.
I had entered the entire heuristic sequencing algorithm. I can still hear it in my mind, like a song now. I know the dementia suppressors are working, but this is something entirely different.
I know the dementia suppressors are working. The voices in my head told me so. To be fair, voices in your head is schizophrenia, not dementia, but the joke is there. A little lag there. It's weird. Oh, look at this awesome looking hallway. Look at this! Oh, there's a bunch of necromorphs over here. They're all just marching to glory. Dude, la 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 la. I guess we'll go to the Project Inner Core. There's a nice little happy room. Alright, I made a decision. Well, I'm aware of that. We don't need this. We could sell it, but we'll just move it for now. If for some ungodly reason we want to move back to the javelin gun, we can move some to storage. Especially because once I pick this up, I apparently get a damage bonus to that. That'll be worth it. Alright.
Phelps, research log 43553. I'm convinced we're puppets of some alien influence. I no longer believe we're in control of this project or ever were. I believe even our rationalizations for this whole thing are an illusion, planted by the forces behind the original marker, the resident black one. We don't know how to make this thing. It's making us make it. And it's trying to get out, desperately. I'm under security watch after taking a sledgehammer to the tiny marker I built last week. We need to destroy everything we built here, and destroy every record, every shred of research. They were right the first time on Aegis 7. This is beyond our ability to know or control. My supervisor is whispering to the security guard.
Yeah, Keener Phillips just keeps insanely muttering into his logs. Like he does it all day. He never stops. So security, could you take care of that? Ah, that's a good feeling, having that back in the... Javelin gun's a cool concept, but honestly, it's not the best weapon. It was like the, what do you call it? It was the poster boy for the new Dead Space 2 weapons. And I believe the only other two in the main game without, like, DLC and pre-orders and stuff were the detonator and the seeker rifle. And I might be forgetting one other one. But yeah, in all the promos, they were like, "Oh, look at this javelin gun," and then the javelin gun's not that great. Seeker rifle was even worse. I used that for like 2 levels in my second playthrough, and I just got rid of it immediately. So holy crap! Look at this thing.
Oh my god! I felt that.
Well, technically, you designed it. Other people did the hard labor.
What are they doing?
And what's with their frame rates?
Convergence is at hand.
I knew you were trouble from the start, but they told me you were necessary. That your mind was the purest. I spent years sifting through your demented brain. This is not the way it was supposed to happen.
Well, how was it supposed to happen, Timon?
Out of control! Clark, this is not our fault. We were so close to understanding it.
Well, I don't understand it.
It's all those bodies you let in here. It's triggering a convergence event. But we never expected this many bodies.
What the hell is it doing?
What it was made to do. Isaac, you have to make us whole.
So we get to play without our helmet a little bit here. I'm on my honest, I played through this game 2 or 3 times. Still not quite sure what the F is happening here. I don't think it's ever explained too much more complexly than it already has been. The marker is doing what it was meant to do. And apparently that's blare some inception noises and float a bunch of bodies up to the top. This part, though, is effing sick, and I remember this. Contact energy, that's what I remember. The hypest. Unforgettable. This part's so cool I have to go to the bathroom. So, yeah. As far as spoiled things in Dead Space 2 goes, like, this is very endgame. But you still, even if you've not seen a playthrough, might have seen this scene. Or I've heard of it.
Just like Straw said. I remember this. The machine activates the parts of our brain where the marker codes are stored. But how does that threaten the marker? What were they afraid of?
Me. Us. Working together.
Step 4.
Yes. Are you ready?
I effing guess.
Good, isn't it?
Yes.
Step 1.
Step 1.
Crawl inside.
Crawl inside. Step 2. The screws so tight. All around. Cross my heart and tell it to die. Stick a needle in my eye.
So, unfortunately, Strauss was thinking of the wrong needle, but here you go. Yeah. Okay, A is forward. It doesn't give you any controls for this part. I think if you go super fast, Isaac's eyes move around more because he's freaking out. But yeah. I can get pretty close. I can see where the needle is. Alright. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. You gotta go slow. I love how his pupils shrink when the light is directly in them. Oh, come on! I got so close! Okay, so... that might be Dead Space 2's most infamous death scene. I did not do that intentionally. I promise. Isaac, like, legitimately did just twitch at the very last second there.
Crawl inside.
But you get the picture.
Step 2. The screws so tight. All around. Cross my heart.
Luckily, I was...
to the right.
I knew that was a possibility of coming, so I didn't freak out that much. But yeah, can you imagine me on my first playthrough messing that up? Oh, I would have flipped out. Okay, so yeah, you can get super close. And, yeah. I got it my very first time, my first playthrough, and then I messed up my second time because I tried to speed it up and I didn't realize that causes him to move around more. Chill out, Isaac. There we go. Still not very pleasant to watch, but at least he's gonna survive this one. I do like that it bleeds. Like, you can do it 100% perfectly, but no, this is gonna do some damage. It's not fun.
Nicole! Where are you?
Follow the light, Isaac. I'll be waiting for you at the marker.
What do I do?
That seems familiar. Chapter 14. Okay. So I also remember the part directly after this. This. So that is the Ubermorph. It is essentially the hunter from last game, except it looks way scarier and it has zero explanation. You just have to accept that it is now an enemy you are facing and there's no way to defeat it. Dad, burn it! Does that count? Did I get it? I got it. F off, buddy! Luckily, you can't use the doors. So yeah, that scared the F out of me, my first playthrough, because he gets zero explanation. Power node. I almost missed that. Yeah, Ubermorph's freaking scary, dude.
Time this evacuation. You know that. Don't you dare tell me what I can. I'm my own station. My grandfather was running this place long before you were crapping your diapers, young man. I don't need a lecture from you, and you know I'm right. Project Protocol specifically forbids evacuation in the event of a breach. I have spent my whole life in service of this community, and I will not stand here and watch you die for some Project Protocol. Now get to your shuttle. We can argue about this nonsense in court. We both live in the suppression protocol. Very well, sir.
Power node. me. I don't think that necromorph has clearance. I assume, is this the third time this is the solution to the problem? Oh, come on. Ah! I'm just gonna leave you behind, buddy. Excuse me. Oh no! This is the worst timing for this! This way, this way. I cannot save when that thing is on my butt. I'm going to continue running. Never missed a safe station in my life, but that thing convinced me. Burn it. Really don't have time for this. Open up. That part's not fun. I mean, it's fun in an exhilarating way, but not in a, yeah, I'm gonna kick your butts way. Because you definitely do not kick the butts there. Or I did not. Where? Point to him? There he is! Hello! Give it a rest! Not a great angle. That's fine. Oh, come on! He just waited until the cutscene was over to just give one final blow. Not cool, man. Not cool. So this is not the time for taking your time. Clearly. Now, come on. I do think there's a glitch where you can kill the Ubermorph in this room, but I'm not going to do it because that's not in the spirit of the gameplay. Glitches I discover on accident are perfectly fair game, but what? I was on my feet and shooting my gun, and that was a death scene. Like, I got knocked to the ground as if I was dead, but then I got back up in the cutscene. Yes, please do. I'll have the high ground. So yeah, this is the only part in the game where I would encourage effing off from all the enemies and just running. don't think this part requires stasis. Yeah, I got through just fine. No, how do I orient to ground? There it is. Oh, shoot. Do you have an item for me? You usually do. Is that it? Yes, thank you. I don't even know if there were oxygen recharge stations in that area, but we didn't need it. At least we got a break from the Ubermorph chase. Yeah.
Fighting, Isaac. I can't fight it.
Thought we established that we're not fighting anymore.
I'll never see you.
Isaac, stop it. There's no other way.
I'll take that. I could use an ammo dump if I could get one. Power node! Power node! Second one in the game. Double power node room. Very much worth it. Not too much ammo, though. That's disappointing. Let's make this contact purchase worth it. Contact beam purchase. Doesn't make much sense to get rid of the beam on that. That does not make my meaning clear. Power node! Oh, we're swimming in them now. Direct marker access. That sounds right for me. Okay, this is a safe room. I remember this room. This might be the last big safe room. In fact, I think there's another store, but I don't think it's in like an established safe area. So, I think once I enter the other side of that room, it's chapter 15, which is the final chapter. So yeah, why don't we put on some new duds? Duds that were always the option, but I did not want to just breeze through this game without giving myself a little bit of a challenge. But yeah, I think it's about that time. There's plenty of riots going on outside, so it's time to lock it down. And hopefully this does not cause a huge glitch because I'm not supposed to have this suit. Oh yeah. So it actually looks pretty similar to the level 2 suit, but it's got police emblazoned on the shoulder there. The helmet looks a little bit cooler. It's colored differently. It's kind of a reskin of the level 2 suit, but I think it looks rad. So that's worth it. And I think it's extra armor as well, so that's good. Again, I think there's one more store, so we'll hold off for now. On spending all our money. But regardless, we got 7, let's use them wisely. Oh, is that not? Oh, it looked like it was. I don't need more capacity on it. I could use that damage, but I don't want to waste most of my nodes on that. That's fully upgraded. Don't know why I'm even looking at that. That looks worth it. Should I be using alternate fire more? I feel like I should, but I am not. What even is the special in this? Add stasis effect to your alt fire. That's pretty rad. Alright, F it. If we get one more power node and one more bench, we'll upgrade the damage on that. Because I will say the pulse rifle is fairly handy in the final boss. Is there a save station in here? Yes, right there.
Convergence is almost here. Meet me at the mark.
Didn't you already say that? Like, the entire line, word for word? It was very similar either way. Okay. I think we have some more run-ins with the Ubermorph. I'm not sure. Chapter 15, here we go. Oh, shoot. Who wants some? Oh, come on. Does that really not knock your limbs off? That's pretty dumb. Excuse me. I probably should have bothered to at least knock your legs off. That's on me. Oh. That did nothing. Eh. Oh, shoot. Oh, come on. The Ubermorph's gonna just whack me. Excuse me. Please stop. Did you quit it? No, I want the kinesis, or the stasis. That was worth it. That was a good stasis use. I keep getting the two terms confused. Dad, burn it! That's unfair. Excuse me, you're not worth my time. You are, because you're in my way. Oh, he effed off. Thank you. take some time to read, shall we? To anyone who may find this transmission, there are people, even some of my own staff, is saying I'm a monster for what I brought to the station. Say the markers manipulative that influence my decisions. They don't understand. They don't get it. Titan Station was a dead husk before I brought it back with the jobs. I brought the jobs with this marker. The efficiency is far beyond all previous understanding. Is the only hope for mankind. We've relied on destructive planet cracking for too long, and now we can no longer sustain ourselves. We need the markers to survive. We fail in our efforts to understand there's no hope left for humanity. Mr. Tiedemann, I was doing it for the environment. That's why I created these huge monsters that murdered us all. It's all worth it. It's It's trickle-down necromorphism. You do that now, and then the payoff is way later, once we're all dead and gone. This seems like the wrong way. Excuse me. Shoot. Shoot. What's in here then? Is this worth it? Effing nothing. There's effing nothing here. I might have missed something, but okay, alright. We got lots of line gun ammo, that's good to know, and contact beam ammo. Good to know for future reference. Just in case. Oh no!